Okay. Speaking of wasting your time, let's play some 5D chess. Let's get back to it. Let's take white against Graven. See how he plays. I'm not super confident with my ability to break an e6 f5 structure with the way that our matches have been going today. Serial stream Keck W. Yeah, maybe we'll make it a sub goal serial tier list. I mean, it's been done to death. And I don't have too much experience with like a large variety of serials anyway, as is. We're gonna play what we would normally play. You know, without any knowledge of what our opponent will do. We see this, and we probably run it like this. Realistically, right? This is probably what I'd play in response to this. This comes out. Then we probably got to close up here, right? Now the fun begins. Now the fun begins. Okay, immediate bishop out. Can't say I blame our opponent. Now we have to ask our opponent some questions. Like, what the fuck is up? Maybe do one of these. I mean, this is a no-go because takes, and then you got nothing. Probably you play one of these. Maybe it seems crazy, but whoa. We see b5 coming out of our opponent. What's the idea here? Breaking the center? Just like straight up like this? Maybe this is the idea? And then we take with the... I don't even know what's going on. This is a real Graven special. Wow. That's chat as fuck, dude. Maybe he wants us not to frappuccino our bishop. Maybe that's the idea. Maybe we even do one of these. Nah. I don't know. I guess we do this. I don't really know how to play this. I think we do this. Right? So then when we push e3, we open up this diagonal. And we go him. Wow. Unexpected. Well, I'll be... This is probably not a time travel that is worth taking now. Right? Then again, how does our opponent not lose this rook? I guess they don't not lose this rook, but they also don't care, right? Oh, actually... Okay, this is interesting. I think that if I do this, I get super punished. But the idea is this. We time travel here. Probably the only way that our opponent can defend this and not open this up is with bishop here. Then we hit him with the bishop here. Pins this bishop. This rook's not going anywhere. I don't know what this knight's doing. And the bishop's already here, so this knight's doing fuck all. Then we capture here. The knight takes, and we still get the rook. Seems irresponsible. Seems fun, but irresponsible. This probably holds. Especially because this bishop can recapture, and this pawn can recapture. All right, we're going to calm down a little bit. we're going to calm down just a little bit. But now what this has opened the door for... Like this closing this up has to happen eventually, right? For Graven. Something like this. I guess this happens and then we don't have to worry about this anymore. Just doing this seems bad. Should have anticipated this pawn push. Is there anything we can threaten here? Anything wacky? Probably not. Trading here feels like we've done ourselves a disservice. We're going to trade here. I spent all that time and I just made like the most obvious move in the game. Now we do some of this so that we can threaten mate. So he has to close it up, probably with one of these. Maybe with one of these. I don't know. But if this happens, then we've got this. That's a little tricky. Then this can happen anytime. And we don't have a dark square bishop to kick this guy with. It's a little annoying. Oh, wow. This hasn't happened. So now, how can we threaten something silly? So this is mate, right? If we do this, we threaten mate here on the next turn. So how does our opponent prevent that? He could push the pawn, which we don't have a great answer to. So we don't like that. He could block like this, but then our knight captures, right? He could block like this, just here, like that. Push that pawn. Is that what I started with? Might be. I think it's not great. But I think that pushing this pawn, I guess, was actually a pretty good move. Pretty good move coming out of Graven. If we do this, this also holds. Yeah, the problem is, like, what are we actually threatening here, right? What are we actually threatening here? So we got to ask ourselves. Oh, we could fork the king and the rook. All right, we threaten mate here. Otherwise, we fork the king and the rook. Seems pretty good to me. Or, sorry, queen and the rook is what I meant to say. Sorry, 6.5 hours of stream will do that to you. Maybe check ampersand? Maybe check ampersand. Oh, you mean like we threaten a check? Like here? Like if we had done this move? It's possible. I don't think that gets us a ton because the triagonal here that we'd be opening up is defended. Oh shit. What? I think Graven might not have calculated that. It's possible that Graven didn't calculate that. Now he wants to defend this with the queen. The problem is if we do this and he recaptures, we actually get we actually re-threaten mate here. So this might have been a slight miscalculation from Graven. Yeah, this would have been good if we had done the knight move here. So maybe he was thinking, oh, I'll just move this if he does this. But then we did this instead, and he thought, whatever, same shit. And then he pushed g6 regardless. But let's see how he gets out of this one. I think probably this wasn't intentional, if I had to guess. Yeah, now maybe it's dangerous. Now this structure is opened up. This is like Black's worst nightmare on this board. He's got to do something with the queen, right? Giving up the queen here can't possibly be winning. There's just no way. There's just no way. I don't believe it. So let's see what he's got. Let's see what he's got up his sleeve. I mean, it's not like we're out of the woods, or it's not like we're, well, whatever it means. I mean, we're not the ones in trouble here, but the onus is on us to generate a threat. Otherwise, we sort of, well, we've lost a rook, or we've lost a knight for basically nothing. We ought to make it worth our time. Okay, so this is what happens. Yeah, it's not like you have a ton of moves here anyway, right? It's kind of tricky. I wonder what this time travel does. Nothing good, because after recaptures, it's not like you have, this rook is now, you can't do the same thing twice. It just doesn't work. This triagonal, though, this serious pain in the ass for our opponent. How does he defend? Oh my god. Once we capture here, I only just realized. Taking here is fatal. It loses immediately. Can't defend this square with this knight. Lose immediately. Can't push this because it loses immediately. Can't block the diagonal with the queen. Wow, I didn't realize how in trouble our opponent is. Oh, does this work? Blocks the triagonal, but then we threaten. Then we threaten it. Again. We're just going to do it. We're just going to do this. Because now he can't go here, here, or here. They're all covered. Oh, Jurassic. Jurassic Rook. Okay. Now maybe I should be careful. Now maybe we're just a little bit careful. Or do we want to go on the offensive? Okay, like this rook he's not going to make the same mistake again, and then this rook is probably going to recapture here. Oh wait, no, we have mate. Sorry, never mind. We have mate. So we don't want to be super, you know, like we don't want to like walk on eggshells here, right? We kind of want to force the issue a little bit. Question is, if we take here, then what does our opponent do? Do you want to take here? Then knight recaptures, then what? Then knight gets in here. Am I crazy to want to do that? We had a lot of turns. That bought him so many turns. Like 5 turns. Holy shit. He's got to block this here from up there. How does he do that? Well, from the square that he's on. That's one way. Actually, no. He's got to get even closer. Maybe do a little bit of this. Maybe this is the move. Yeah, I think we just deliver a check and we set ourselves up to deliver another check. If capture's like this, then we threaten the queen, which also sets us up for a check next turn. Yeah, I think we can get there. Gotta be a little careful. But I don't think it's like we're giving him any crazy opportunities here for counterplay. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I think we're in good shape. Let's see. We got 5 moves. Just don't let off the gas. And there's little your opponent can do. Oh, wow. Now here, wow, 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 really? If we do this, does our opponent just sack? Because we also threaten the check eventually. Yeah, we want to kick the queen, right? Because then we cover this whole file. But I guess then we don't threaten a check. Oh, but if he uncovers this, then this threatens a pass check if we take here. I like this move. Okay, we're still threatening a check. Right? Still threatening a check. Could even push this now. If takes, oh man. How many turns? There's so many turns. I think we're hasty. I don't think this was necessarily necessary immediately. Do you want to do this? Yeah, because then if we kick this queen, oh, interesting. This still lets us deliver a check soon, right? Taking this here also lets us deliver a check. Yeah, so this prevents, like if we kick this queen, like if we push this pawn to kick this queen, well actually we wouldn't have that wouldn't buy us another check anyway. So it's not the worst thing in the world. I think taking here buys us another check that he has to worry about, and he's got like 2 more turns to prevent 2 more checks. You know what I mean? Can he do that simultaneously? He can't deliver a check of his own here, right? Yeah. Yeah. So I think that this move is fine with us. I think this move is fine with us. And if he does anything with this queen, then we've got the queen check here. Made us something like this. Then it's just GG, because takes his check. Oh wow. Look at our opponent. Our opponent can just stay there is the problem. We've got like 1 more turn to give him check. Yeah, because he can prevent like the next check that we can play. Actually, if we do this and he does anything, then we do this. Then it kicks the queen to, there's nowhere that the queen can go where it still defends this square, right? As far as I can tell. Yeah. So he basically does anything here because he can't block this queen from going to here. Oh well. That's certainly a move. Now we do this. That doesn't work. Okay. Kudos to our opponent. We've got this move. Actually, we've got this move. Let's see. This move is check after this move. Our opponent can't deliver any checks. We've got check here. The only thing that would prevent us from getting to there is a push like this. But if our opponent pulls his knight back to here, in that case, taking here is not check, but threatens mate in 1. Right? So we don't care too much. Question mark. At what point do I stop all-inning here and just play for the fact that I've basically won the game here? You know? It's a good question. He has like only move, right? And then do I have like a guaranteed mate? Takes here and then like this or this prevents check. Takes here after rook captures. On my turn, there's nothing that I can really do. Here. And then knight here. And then I can't check, right? Oh. Here. And then knight here. Nah. Yeah, prevents check. Can I threaten mate on that board though? Does that threaten mate? Unlikely, right? Oh, no, here I can pin the queen next turn. I can pin the queen next turn. We found it. Chat, we found it. He has to prevent this check on this board. And if he does, then this move pins the queen. So the queen can't... Okay, we found it. Yeah, the king can't move because there's this knight on the board. It's an interesting game. Interesting way to develop out of. Because, yeah, I mean, I think everybody's looked at the... You know, there are only so many openings that prevent f7 sack, right? And this is one of them, and this is one of them that sort of, you know, famously, I mean, you look at it and it's just the biggest meme in the world, right? So no one's actually really taken the time to demonstrate, as far as I know, no one's really taken a lot of time to meaningfully put it to the test, to say, okay, what are we doing here? Like, how does white dismantle this? Summit not flagging? I know. Well, we're behind in time. Okay, so this check prevention has occurred. So now this happens and this happens. And this check into the past can't be prevented by this queen because the queen is pinned to the king. He might have missed the in the past check, to be honest. This entire time I thought we were on the same page about this being mate in time, but we'll see. Was it not time mate yet? In that case, it is I who is fucked up. I miscalculated. That happens. Happens to the best of us. Actually, I've got a nice time travel check on this board. I've also got this on this board, or this, because he just moved out of the way, right? Now I don't know what to do. I definitely thought that I had the pass check here. I'm not gonna lie. I single calculated. I didn't double calculate. Now I've sacked my queen. Now I really gotta prove that I know what the fuck I'm doing. Okay. This is fine. This seems like it's winning. Because after check, mate. Well, I mean, that's just mate. And actually, we can travel the queen to here twice. And then get a mate on this board from down here. Like in history. And historic mate. Actually, I gotta be careful because then white can recapture on that square, hey. So, question is, do we just check like this? Then this knight recaptures. And that's not where I wanted to be. I don't know what you guys were planning, but that's not what I wanted. I can do this, but then this bishop recaptures. Or this queen recaptures. I can check like this, actually. Oh, this is double check. Ah, double check. Yes. Because this checks him on this board like this, and also this queen, I really hope, checks him here, here. Yes, this is double check. Okay. We've got double check. And why not? Why not just take this guy for shiggles, right? Yeah, this checks in the present, this checks in the past. There's no way that, yeah, because he's got to remove both of these pieces, right? I think so. Yeah, so we could take here, which allows our opponent to threaten mate, like this. Or we could threaten to give another check, I guess. This already looks bad. Whatever, we'll just take here. Okay, double check. Woo! We did it. Okay. GG, Graven. I almost missed it. It's funny. Because I miscalculated. I thought I had the pass check on this turn, and it turns out I didn't. I mean, it didn't matter because the position was just so ridiculous, but yeah, I think time travel here was promising. We had some other stuff. Oh, also, I thought that maybe this rook could capture... this rook could capture back here, but it doesn't work out, because if we go in the past, then it doesn't even work, I don't think. Okay. Looks like another mate in one that Sumet's about to miss. Yeah. Pseudo's been on the stream all day. He knows. Also, taking the queen in the past was mate in one. Oh, really? Waiter, can I get the check? Wow. Well done, Dave.